The thoroughbred is a magnificent animal, bred for speed, bred to compete, the sport of kings.
Tama is drawing away, and Tama with Mike Smith, they win the Bet Parks Pennsylvania Derby.
It's the all-new Let's Go Racing from Parks Casino and Racetrack. It's action-packed and fun for the entire family.
Il Miracolo now in command.
Let's Go Racing is proudly brought to you by the Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association. It's fun to see them run.
Welcome to Let's Go Racing. I'm Danny Gibson here with Dick Girardi, and on today's show we proudly induct 3 new members into our Parks Racing Hall of Fame, and a returning Hall of Famer takes on the big race in the MP Bellezzi Appreciation Mile, plus thrilling finishes in our national races around the country with our local horses taking a big step forward. It was a great week here at Parks, and we got to induct 3 very worthy new members of the Hall of Fame.
No question, Danny. It was a fun Tuesday. As you said, 3 new members of the Hall of Fame, and we had a returning Hall of Fame jockey who just happens to ride in New York mostly now, but we're always happy to see Kendrick Carmouche when he comes back to Parks.
Well, he certainly did. He rode in the MP Bellezzi Appreciation Mile. This was on Tuesday. It was a $75,000 race going the 1 mile distance. And our favorite is Nimitz Class. We saw him have a big race here in the Parks Dirt Mile.
Yeah, he did. Upset Gunite. Gunite was an overwhelming favorite that day. Nimitz Class has had an incredible year and career. I mean, this horse is over $700,000. Bruce Kravitz has won 3,700 races in his career. This is the best horse he's ever had.
Well, and Kendrick Carmouche, we talked about, makes his return to Parks. He's going to ride Awfully Cool. It's our second choice for trainer Jacinto Solis.
Yeah, and Awfully Cool has one thing that the others don't have. Early speed makes him dangerous.
Here's the call, the MP Bellezzi Appreciation Mile.
King Kumbale has now wrestled the lead away from Awfully Cool, who's eager to go back and join him. Those two are going to slug it out. Large tracking in third. Nimitz Class moving up a little bit closer. He's in fourth, right to his outside. Don't Mesa with me. Be Better beginning to improve his position. He has a big stride, and he is making up ground with each one of them. No Salt is at the back. Awfully Cool has taken back the lead. King Kumbale settling into second. Nimitz Class now in third. Large being asked, but he's losing a little bit of ground. Be Better trying to sustain that bid. Then back to Don't Mesa with me, and still at the back is No Salt. The half 49-3 as they make their way through the turn. Awfully Cool keeping King Kumbale at bay for now. Nimitz Class being asked, and he's beginning to make his move on the rail. Be Better continuing to launch that prolonged bid at the top of the stretch. Awfully Cool and Kendrick Carmouche, they have led every step of the way. Nimitz Class has to do a little bit better. He's spinning his wheels in third. King Kumbale game on the outside, trying to reel in Awfully Cool, who may have gotten the slip. Awfully Cool is kicking clear with a 16th left to go, and Awfully Cool.
And Kendrick Carmouche takes it to them early, gets the win with Awfully Cool. I mean, he controlled the whole race.
He did. I thought the race was over when they hit the first turn, and it turned out that it was. And another shout out to our good friend Maggie Wolfendale, who made a great call on PA Derby on King Kumbale, who ran a great second, and Nimitz Class just could get third this time.
Yeah, it was a really good field. Here's more with our winner, and Lou Bellezzi, the brother of Mike Bellezzi, who this race is named after.
You stole this race. You should be arrested for thievery.
Well, I thought I had the speed in the race. You know, I just didn't want to go too fast, or because I thought the 2 horse had a bigger stride than my horse. I thought if anything, if I went 23-47, he'd be the horse to run me down. So, you know, in my plans, I just wanted to leave there running and slow it down as much as I can, and you know, let it be a sprint from the quarter pole home, and that's what it was. He couldn't keep up.
This is the number one thing that I remember towards the end of Mike's life. And I say the end, I hate to say it that way, the last 10, 20, 25 years, because I have a long history of 70 years before that with him. But I appreciate everything everybody at the Parks Racing does for him. Great memory. The Appreciation Day is appreciated by all very, very much. And I know you guys appreciate everything Mike has done for horse racing, and that will absolutely live on as a great legacy for Mike.
Well, it was a great Hall of Fame day, and Chubwagon was inducted as one of our horses, and what a horse she was. She was a PA bred that we will never forget.
Yeah, no question. Started her career with 8 straight wins, was great here at Parks and other places, and here's more with her connections.
Chubwagon. Pennsylvania-bred Chubwagon, owned and bred by Danny Lopez and George Chestnut, began her career with 8 consecutive victories. She made her Parks debut in November of 2020 and was brilliant on the racetrack for nearly 2 years. Chubwagon, trained masterfully by Parks Hall of Famer Lupe Preciado, won at several different racetracks, including Aqueduct, Pimlico, Delaware Park, Laurel Park, and 7 times at her home track at Parks.
It's Chubwagon trying to fend them all off. Vault is chasing. Chubwagon for a final 16th of a mile. Vault in the late stages is trying to push on by. Chubwagon, Vault, Chubwagon does it in the plum pretty
Chubwagon was fast, consistent, and odds-on favorite in 10 of her 15 career races. She was perhaps the biggest fan favorite at Parks since Smarty Jones, the most famous Pennsylvania bred of all.
Nice battle here for a final 16th. Chubwagon with a nose, now a neck in front. She's all class. Chubwagon, she's back and she wins the Power by Far Stakes.
After a racing career ended in October of 2022, Chubwagon was sold, and according to Lopez, is now in foal at Jackie's Warrior, one of the fastest horses of the 21st century. Chubwagon finished her career winning 12 of 15 starts, including 8 stakes races. 4 of those stakes races were at Parks Racing. Congratulations to Chubwagon.
It was a surprise to me. I didn't even think about it or whatever, but it was better than winning a stake.
Really? And there's no money. They're just giving you a plaque. No money today. You're still good?
No, it's something that'll be around for a long, long time.
What's it been like for you to be on this ride?
It's fantastic. It's a lifetime opportunity. Never thought I would be in with a nice partner. Danny is, and it gave me a chance to get in with the Jersey breds and the PA breds, and appreciate every bit of it.
Lupe Chubwagon's one of your favorites. What's it like to see her go in our Parks Hall of Fame?
Very nice, it's nice to get a horse like this. Very honest, and all the time you come and she's there, you run her, she responds. It's not easy to find that kind of horse.
Well, we have a lot more Hall of Fame for you coming up. Jack Mondell, longtime horse owner, and our national races all on the other side of this break.
Nisi Marie is fully extended and so is Eternal.
The Excite Center at Parks Casino, the region's hottest live entertainment venue. Check out your favorite concerts, comedy, boxing, MMA, all at the #1 casino in Pennsylvania. Don't miss comedian Nicole Byer on November 9th, plus funny man Howie Mandel on Friday, November 17th. This powerhouse and legendary performer will light up the stage at the Excite Center. Parks Casino, this is how you win. This is how you win. Tickets on sale now.
The question a lot of people are asking themselves these days is, do I buy new or do I buy pre-owned? Here's what I'll tell you. New car inventories are still low and new car prices are still high. However, with the certified pre-owned Nissan at Chapman Nissan, we have a huge selection and you can save thousands over new. Plus a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, roadside assistance, 1-year prepaid maintenance, and so much more. And not for nothing. Can you really tell the difference? I can't.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Well, we have more Hall of Fame action, and Jack Mondell was inducted as a longtime owner. He had some amazing horses along the way, and he's been a big fixture here at Parks.
No question, Hidden Lane Farms, and he's actually the reason Lupe and Wendy Preciado came over here from New Jersey back in the mid-'80s, because he wanted to run his horses at what was then Philadelphia Park. And yeah, Jack's had a lot of good ones, including Mr. Nasty, who was a winner of the Tom Fool Stakes back in the day. We got a chance to catch up with Jack.
Jack Mondell. From the 80s until just a few years ago, Jack Mondell was very much involved in the business and the sport of horse racing. His Hidden Lane Farms was very successful breeding and racing thoroughbreds at Philadelphia Park, now Parks, and many other racetracks around the country. Mondell, along with his trusty trainer Lupe Preciado, had a particular fondness for Mr. Nasty, who ran from 1989 until 1993. Winning the 1991 Grade 2 Tom Fool Stakes. Another favorite was Debutante's Halo, who won the 1990 Demoiselle. Baldamera, named after Lupe's mother, finished in the money 21 of 34 starts over a 3.5-year period. Another horse high on the Hidden Lane Farms list is Shammy Davis, second in the Grade 3 Nashua, third in the Jim Beam, and a Kentucky Derby participant in 1997. Mondell lives in Boynton Beach, Florida in the winter and Cherry Hill, New Jersey in the summer, and currently is the co-founder, corporate board director, and executive vice president of Miami International Holdings. Mondell remembers looking at stud books an hour per night while planning his matings, but mostly remembers the good times with all his family and friends who came to Philadelphia Park to watch his horses run. Congratulations, Jack Mondell.
Jack, you spent many days here. What's it like to come back and now be in the Parks Hall of Fame?
It's very special. Been a big part of my life. So I was a pretty simple guy. I had my family, I had my work, and not a whole lot turned me on, but the horses did. So spent a lot of time here, got a lot of pictures here. A lot of times I didn't get a picture, but I was still with friends and family, so that made all the difference in the world. So the memories I don't have in print, I've got them in my mind.
This winner's circle, you spent some time in there. What's it like to walk back in this winner's circle again where you got your picture taken a lot?
You know, it's special. Actually, for me, it was a little longer walk coming in from the owner's lot than in front, but I did it deliberately today just to bring back some memories. And believe it or not, the good Lord works in mysterious ways. About 16 years ago, I raced a horse, and a friend of mine raced a horse here. We met in the owner's lot, and it became a business that we've both been involved in now for 16 years. It's just fate. Good people, and I think you'd tell Jack was very touched that he got a chance to be in the Parks Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it was great getting to talk with him. Well, we have more Hall of Fame coming up later in the show, but we're going to get to our national races, starting down with the Maryland Millions. This is the $125,000 Maryland Millions Ladies Stakes. This is on the turf, going 1 1/8 miles, and our favorite is Downtown Katy, Michael Gorham.
Yeah, Michael Gorham wins a lot of races down that way, but the horse we're most interested in is Precious Avery. Tim Shaw, the Jersey bred, done such a good job with this horse, and she is by Divining Rod, that's the reason he did get to the Maryland Millions, the Maryland Sire down in Country Life.
Well, here it is, the call to Maryland Millions Ladies Stakes.
Precious Avery moves along with about a 2-length advantage from Golden Heart. Naval Empire third. Coconut Cake has moved fourth now. Last year's winner, Coconut Cake, moving fourth outside of Naval Empire, the gray with a red cap. Coconut Cake now all the way up to third, and Precious Avery to catch, heading with the far 10. Downtown Katy, still 7 to the front. Amplio Esquema, Beautiful Gorgeous, and Proper Storm trailing the field. Precious Avery trying to take them all the way into the far turn with a 3-length lead. Golden Heart, Coconut Cake, Naval Empire. Amplio Esquema, Downtown Katy is next, and Proper Storm and Beautiful Gorgeous. Midway on that final turn, Precious Avery trying to kick on. Precious Avery about a 2.5 advantage from Golden Heart, Coconut Cake, Naval Empire down to the rail. Amplio Esquema tries to unwind deep out the center of the track at Downtown Katy, followed by Beautiful Gorgeous. Coming to the last furlong, Precious Avery is a leader. Naval Empire second and charging harder to drive on the inside. Precious Avery just holding on. Precious Avery is there. Precious Avery all the way in the Maryland Million Ladies.
Precious Avery gets the win with jockey Sylvester Gonzalez. Trainer Tim Shaw, I know he was ecstatic. The owner and breeder was there, Mr. Smith. I mean, she was just amazing.
3 for 3 now on the grass, and she's got a serious future. This is a big-time race, and it's interesting. By Divining Rod, it was third to American Pharaoh in the Preakness, and I needed to be second for all the money. I still haven't gotten over it.
I remember that day well. Well, here's more with winning trainer Tim Shaw.
When she won in Jersey, her first stake, it was amazing. And when we thought about this race, you know, you just never know. And just when she set the early half mile in 50, I just said, oh, please, 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 please. And she kept going. And then it was just an amazing thing because we had thought about that race for a long time, but you're never quite sure how good you are, you know, but I think she proved that she's pretty good.
Precious Avery, owned by Mr. Smith. I know he's been a special owner to you. Was he there and able to celebrate?
Oh, he was there. He was there, had all his friends there. He embraced the day, and he has a good relationship with Country Life Farm down there. They had a tent, they crab cakes and champagne, and just really enjoying the day, because a day like that makes up for a lot of days that aren't like that, and there are a lot that aren't like that, so you have to embrace it.
Well, we're going to get to the Maryland Million Classic. This is the big one, 1 1/8 miles, $150,000. Double Crown is our post-time favorite. We've gotten to see him at Parks.
Yeah, nice solid horse, solid favorite, and we were thinking our national parade for Jamie Ness, let's see if he could repeat here. Not exact. Jamie Ness was involved, but not exactly in the way we thought.
No, not exactly. Here's the call to Maryland Millions Classic.
Ain't to Be Cold leads the way. The long shot in 23.59 for the opening quarter mile. Leads it by 2 from Market Maven to Lead Savita. All threes is racing in fourth. Loose Ends on the outside, next in fifth. In between horses, Double Crowns trying to move on now. Has 5 to make up. Our Nation on Parade is at the rail. And Rumjar trails the field 48.40. A half mile. Ain't to Be Cold is the leader into the far turn. The lead is a length from Market Maven. All threes set down on the outside from third position. Double Crown is coming around now to Lead Savita. Double Crown is in fourth in striking range of that pacemaker who continues on. Ain't to Be Cold 2.5 furlongs from home from Market Maven in all threes. And here's Double Crown called on to run with a quarter of a mile left to go as Market Maven pushes to a narrow lead. Double Crown's going to have to come far outside, out 4 deep into the stretch. Ain't to Be Cold continues to battle on the inside. All threes ridden along from Or. Delete Savita. Our Nation on Parade is dropped back down to the final furlong now. Ain't to Be Cold's giving Market Maven a battle. Market Maven just in front. Ain't to Be Cold out of the inside, giving all. Ain't to Be Cold looking for a big upset. Market Maven on the outside. Market Maven.
Well, our hometown horse, Market Maven, crosses the wire first, but he gets disqualified to second to Ain't to Be Cold. You know, I watched the head-on Carlos Lopez riding our Market Maven. He does kind of steer into him, but it was insignificant to me.
Yeah, there was no reason for that disqualification whatsoever. I thought the Market Maven owners, they were in a winner's circle, they were happy, and then they were unhappy. Not a good call.
Yeah, poor Greg. He said he wanted to cry. I feel so bad. Well, you're a winner in our eyes, Greg. Well, let's get up to New York. It's the Grade 2 Sands Point Stakes. This is on the turf, going a mile and 1/8. Fillies and mares, $200,000. And our favorite is Eternal Hope for Charlie Appleby, bringing them in from across the pond.
Yeah, just barely beat Nisi Marie for Butch Reed in the stake up there at the Jockey Oaks Invitational. Now they're back again to see if Nisi Marie can find a way to turn the tables.
Be Your Best for Horatio DePaz. He's a trainer we don't see a lot at Parks. We have seen him here before, but he's got our second choice favorite.
Yeah, and this is a horse with really good lines. The question is, how would she like the soft turf?
Here's the call of the Sands Point Stakes with Chris Griffin.
Free running, Leave No Trace is in front. Leave No Trace went 24-2 for that opening quarter mile. Quarrel at a big number is chasing that big long shot, and they're 3 lengths in front of a tight hold on Be Your Best is towards the inside here of Eternal Hope. Nisi Marie has moved to the outside here for Adorno, and here comes a move from Nisi Marie, who's being asked the question early, now puts a head in front of Eternal Hope is to the inside, is back there in fourth. Be Your Best gets shuffled back to fifth here for Manny Franco. In behind them is Root Cause, who's making up some ground, and Alpha Bella with the trailer, still Highland Grace. 49-2 was a half-mile time, and they start to turn up the pressure up front. Quarrel is the new leader. Right back to the inside. Here comes Leave No Trace, who battles back. Nisi Marie is fully extended, and so is Eternal Hope, as the 2 long shots are still in front, and Quarrel now kicks for home. It's Quarrel who's in front. Leave No Trace is not going away, and now Eternal Hope starts to split rivals, and Nisi Marie is game to the outside as well. Nisi Marie on the grandstand side. Eternal Hope to the inside. They are head and head as they approach the line. Highland Grace with a late rally as well inside the final 16th. Eternal Hope finding a bit more in the late stages. Nisi Marie is there.
And our girl Nisi Marie does a hard-fought second, but she doesn't get it. Eternal Hope gets the win.
Yeah, Charlie Appleby, they're Godolphin, they're hard to beat over here, but I thought Nisi Marie had it, and I really wanted to have it for Butch and the owners, 990-1, and for me, because I might have had a small win wager. Small win wager. It's a great price. Bad result.
Well, we know Mike Milam's got to be super thrilled with her, and what a horse she's turned out being on the turf. Look forward to seeing what her next start next.
Absolutely.
They might give her a freshening until next year. They might send her to Florida. We'll see what happens.
To be determined.
She's been a lot of fun to watch. But we're going to head to a break. When we come back, we have one more big Hall of Famer to induct. Jockey and Trainer of the Week, and best of the rest.
Talented Man has the lead, but here comes Rob the Rip.
The Excite Center at Parks Casino, the region's hottest live entertainment venue. Check out your favorite concerts, comedy, boxing, MMA, all at the #1 casino in Pennsylvania. Don't miss country superstar and 14-time Grammy Award winner Martina McBride on Saturday, December 16th, as she brings her Joy of Christmas tour to the stage of the Excite Center inside Parks Casino. Parks Casino, this is how you win. This is how you win. Tickets on sale now.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Well, we saved the best for last, so to speak, but Joe Wilson, a longtime Parks Racing Chief Operating Officer, was inducted into our Hall of Fame, and it was a long time coming for Joe.
Yeah, no doubt. And Joe has been here essentially his entire adult life. He got here in 1985 and has been here in different capacities ever since. And when we talked to him, Danny, he got a little emotional, and it's quite understandable. Here's Joe Wilson.
Joe Wilson. Joe Wilson is currently the Chief Operating Officer at Parks Racing and has been at the track for nearly 4 decades. Wilson had about a month left in a 20-month course at a tech school in New Jersey, equivalent, he said, to an electronics engineering degree. The school got a call from someone at Keystone Racetrack asking if they could send over a few students for an interview. Joe got the job in 1982 and trained for about 2 weeks at Keystone, and then was sent off to run the tote system at Monmouth Park. He worked at Amtote, traveling all over the country to tracks with tote issues, and eventually made his way back to Philadelphia Park in 1985. Wilson, viewed as a sharp executive, made his way up the ladder very quickly. In 1999, he was named Director of Wagering Services. 3 years later, was named Vice President of Operations and General Manager. In 2007, he became Chief Operating Officer, a job he holds to this day. His vision for the business of racing is exceptional. Wilson moved the Pennsylvania Derby from Labor Day to late September in 2010. The race went on local TV in 2011. He then moved the cotillion to PA Derby Day in 2012. A bonus system was instituted, and the day blew up in 2014 when Kentucky Derby winner California Chrome came to Parks. Just that fast, Pennsylvania Derby Day had become the most significant September day of racing in North America. In 2016, Wilson was elected president of the Thoroughbred Racing Association and currently serves on the board of directors for the NTRA. Congratulations to Joe Wilson.
Joe, your life has been here at this racetrack. What is this day like for you?
My life has been at this racetrack for quite some time. I appreciate, being recognized. It means a lot. And I, joining a great group of people. And I guess Hall of Fames are forever, right? They can't take me down, can they? Okay.
You're good. You crossed the finish line. There's no blinking lights. You're good to go.
Thanks.
So for you at this place, what does this place mean to you? I mean, it really has been your life.
It has been. I mean, right out of school, I came here, with the tow company for a couple years in Maryland. I've been back here since 1985. I haven't left. So I brought my wife here, put her to work. We had our daughter, eventually put her to work when she was old enough to work. And just, went through a lot of ups and downs, obviously, a lot of exciting things. Nothing better than 2004 and a magical run with Smarty Jones. It was just, man, talking about being happy to come to work every day and smiling, along with everybody else. Then obviously 2006, we get slot machines, and it changed a lot of things. Changed the racing program, and I think we built it up to be, one of the better programs that there is. Obviously our special day is PA Derby Day. The racing world's eyes are upon us, and I have a great staff. I mean, I've always had a great staff, but the people I have working for me are the best. They just, again, they come to work, they do their job. We all wear a lot of hats now, and everybody does it very well.
I know a lot of us took great pride getting to stand up there with Joe and celebrate, that just such a big achievement. He is just a big fixture here at Parks, and it means a lot to all of us.
There is no question. It's interesting. When I talked to Joe for the program, for the story that I wrote, he and I basically got to town at the same time. I mean, he lived here, but I got here basically the same time he got here at Parks.
Well, we're going to get into our Jockey and Trainer of the Week, brought to you by Turning for Home, our racehorse retirement program. Congratulations, Michael Sanchez. I mean, he's been our leading rider so far this year, but he had a big week Monday, multiple wins, and he's on a roll.
He is on a roll, and so is Jamie Ness. He got DQ'd at Laurel, but he doesn't get DQ'd that much here, and he wins a lot, and he's the trainer of the week.
He certainly is. 4 wins on Monday, and Jamie Ness is on fire as our leading trainer. We're getting into the best of the rest. We're going to take a look back at Monday's 9th race. It was a doozy. I had Rob the Rich. You had Talented Man. They're battling to the wire. Talented Man looks like he's going to get away on the lead, but here comes Rob the Rich up to steal it from him.
Yeah, Danny stole it from me again. At 7-2, I had Talented Man at 2-1. Good race, Danny wins.
We're going to head down to Maryland Millions. It's the turf sprint, 5.5 furlongs, and the big gray that we love to watch, the Pennsylvania bred Whitty, is last, but they're saving ground with Heavy and Toledo aboard.
Yeah, he came right up the rail and won this thing in the end, but yeah, 3-5, and it was a little scary early on, but Whitty gets it done.
Whitty diving down the rail for the win. We're going to go out to Keeneland. It's the Grade 2 Franklin Stakes. Fillies and mares sprinting 5.5 furlongs on the turf, and Caravel, we're used to seeing her up close, but she's not on the lead today.
Yeah, this is Whitty's half-sister, the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint winner from last year. Actually got a dream trip and just couldn't get it done. Ends up getting beaten right at the wire, but she'll go on, Brad Cox said, to the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint at Santa Anita.
Yeah, Tony Ann getting the win. It was a great exacta. Hey, if that was a switch position, we think our girl Caravel would have gotten it done. We're going to go down to Maryland for the Maryland Million Sprint, 6 furlongs, $100,000. And our boy Twisted Ride, he throws it down every race, and he's a lot far back than he normally is this time in the race.
Totally out of position, Danny, and I thought really ran well under the circumstances, but could only settle for second for Mike Moore. But Twisted Ride's had another terrific year.
Yeah, 7's11, and Angel Cruz getting the big win down there. Isle Racing, not a lot going on as the Breeders' Cup looms.
2 weeks, 2 weeks from today, set Breeders' Cup Saturday.
But, you know, there's a big stakes here Tuesday for the Jumpstart Stakes for our PA breds going 7 furlongs. And a few of us will be heading up to Aqueduct next Friday for the Bold Ruler. I will be there to Grade 3 sprinting 6 furlongs.
There you go. We look forward to talking about it next week.
Well, we're going to get to our final break, but we got Parks, picks, and some news and notes for you. Stick around.
The Excite Center at Parks Casino, the region's hottest live entertainment venue. Check out your favorite concerts, comedy, boxing, MMA, all at the #1 casino in Pennsylvania. Don't miss the mind-blowing magic and illusions of the one and only Michael Carbonaro on Friday, December 15th. This legendary performer will light up the stage at the Excite Center inside Parks Casino. Parks Casino, this is how you win. This is how you win. Tickets on sale now.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Well, Dick and I are going to preview a race. This is Parks Picks. We're going to take a look at Monday's 9th race. It's for 2-year-old fillies going 6 furlongs in a pretty decent field. Who'd you land on?
Yeah, I landed on Tina for Brittany Russell. It's interesting. She's a top trainer in Maryland. They come up here 9 times this year, 5 seconds. Broke through last Monday. She's going to break through again. I like Tina.
Oh, I like your pick there, but I'm going to go with Sweet Mischief for trainer Mike Pino. He knows how to win races. And Wilfred Vasquez, he has a thing with fillies. He rides Eops Magic, and he's going to be aboard Sweet Mischief, so I really like that. Well, we do have one Parks Connections going to the Breeders' Cup this year.
We do indeed, yeah. A couple weeks ago now in the Castle and Key Bourbon at Keeneland, Can Group at 27-1 is going to get up and win this by a nose. And who are the owners? DJ Stable and Chuck Sackney. My man Chuck, back to the Breeders' Cup. And that's the same combination that won the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies a couple of years ago with J1.
Yeah, they certainly did. We'll all be rooting them on. Well, make sure you set your DVR for an hour next week, because it's going to be the premiere of On the Rail with Chris Griffin and Jessica Paquette. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be right after our show.
That's right. We'll be on for 30. They'll be on for 30. Check us out for an hour.
Awesome. Well, come join us. We're here Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Post time still 12:40. We do have the Jumpstart Stakes Tuesday. You don't want to miss that. But thanks for watching us, and we'll catch you next week on Let's Go Racing.
And they're off. Skippy Longstocking has early speed. We the people from in between horses. Taba has got the lead now. It's Taba in the center of the racetrack, but Taba is drawing away. And Taba with Mike Smith, they win the Bet Parks Pennsylvania Derby.